Hello, everybody. This is the Further From God podcast pilot episode. It's going to be a fun time. I'm here with my friends Rich.
Hello!
Weege.
Oh my god, why?
And Aiden. I am, of course, the Jägermeister. Sorry, Aiden. And I'm going to be the Meister of this podcast.
Yeah.
So for our pilot episode, since it's going to be like a catcher, it's going to be the thing that draws people in. We're going to be talking about crazy shit we've done.
Where the fuck's my sword?
And
And
to
that's a
go
great
along
way
with
to
the
start
crazy
off.
shit we've
That
done,
is
I'm just going
not
to
a
show
question
you,
that you should ask.
like, to go along
Practice
with the
sword,
crazy shit we've
damn it.
done, I'm
I
gonna show
Which
you some
sword?
crazy shit.
True, I do have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was talking about something else.
Yeah, he's...
No, not his penis.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, we're already off to a great start. As far as Aiden's stream goes, I hope you enjoy the stream. Just know that there will be an edited version with no dead air, if there is any during this podcast recordings.
Oh, there probably will be.
Yeah, that's why I figured not to stream it for myself. So who wants to start us off?
I say we should have the honor.
Why?
I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Since it's my podcast, I might as well. Let's see. Which one? Oh, there's that time I walked home drunk as fuck with an inside-out jacket on and completely barefoot.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
please tell how that's going.
So, I didn't realize until it was too late that I was drinking from a triple shot glass.
Oh god, no. I
And
can already...
so I was with my friends. Now, some not so fun stuff happened during that party, so one of my friends wanted to go home a bit early. And so what I decided to do, in my infinite drunk-ass wisdom, was to go out in a polo and jeans and nothing else to take them home in the middle of December, stumbling the entire way. Keep in mind, this is roughly about, like, it's a good few blocks away. And,
Jesus Christ, Jaeger.
yeah. So,
Ew,
I get over there, and he insists that I take a jacket or something with me. And so I do, and the only reason I even know about this story, because I got so wasted, is because I woke up the next morning with his jacket inside out beside the couch that I slept on. And I asked him about it. I was like, this is your jacket, right? So, that was a fun experience. I do have a few drunk stories, so that's a fun
I'm
time.
gonna refrain from what I was going to
I
say.
do have a drunk story.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
not while I was drunk, but it's like,
How you got drunk.
so it's me and a couple friends just hanging out at their place, right?
Yeah.
It's average thing. We got a couple shots. It's not much, but I remember absolutely nothing from that night because I'm a lightweight.
Oof.
All I remember
Boy.
is that after I woke up, the first thing that I noticed was a peculiar brown smudge on the ceiling that wasn't there the previous day.
Oh no.
I don't know what it was. I don't know how it got there. All I know is it was there.
Rip.
Did you ever find out what it was? Did you like
No.
scrape it off or something? Is it still on your ceiling?
It's not on my ceiling. It's on my friend's ceiling.
Well,
but
is it
yeah,
still-
it's still there.
Jesus.
Okay.
I don't have a drunk... Oh, my alarm's going off for the stream. Oh, oops.
You have an
I
alarm.
don't have a drunk story because I am a heavyweight, so...
I'm sort of a heavyweight, except
Trying to
when
do
I drink,
something
I drink
I'm
to
gonna
get
regret.
fucked up.
I'm gonna regret. I'm gonna regret.
Yeah, basically every time me.
Well, no, I'm saying that because I'm playing Cluster Truck and I'm gonna open it up Twitch.
Oof.
Oh
Alright.
god.
I just
So-
realized nobody's watching my stream at the moment, and I don't
Not
think
at the
anyone's-
moment, so let's keep talking. Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, we could have played that, Weege!
No.
Not
I
at the
wish.
same time as recording. We'd have to add it in later.
Yeah, that
Um,
was sweet.
No, screw it. We can play it now.
Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway.
You can't say otherwise.
Fuck off.
Oh,
I demand
Story
it.
time.
I think I actually have a story, but it's not a drunk story. It's a different type of story.
Is
There
it
you go.
drugs?
No, it's actually what happened on my birthday this year.
Oh boy. Well, let's hear it.
Well, okay, so what happened on my birthday? We went out to Chapel Hill to get my grandfather a open heart surgery. I forgot what it was about. Like he's had a heart valve replacement,
hmm
and we had to stay in a hotel. Me, my mom, and the next room over was where my grandfather was staying for one night. I woke up like on the day of my birthday, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that there was 2 balloons there. There's a box of pastries there, and my mom left me a message saying that sorry I can't really hang out with you today. I currently have to help Grandpa with some stuff at the hospital. I have to help fill in some paperwork as well. But so I was just there for like 2 hours alone in the hotel. So I decided, there's a pool at this cool hotel, and so I went down to the pool, right? I saw no one on the fucking way to the pool or at the pool at all. Just no receptionists, like no one at the doors, just no one was there. So I was actually kind of annoyed because I actually wanted to socialize. Very rare occasion I want to socialize. So what happened next was I went into the pool just to get. It's not an interesting story, by the way, but this story, and then it had a hot tub, and you're not supposed to go in there alone at all. No matter what age, you're not allowed to go in there alone. And so I went in there alone like a dipshit. And I sat for like 15 minutes. Nothing bad happened, but eventually I found someone who was also, they were a cleaning person. Like they were basically part of the cleaning staff, and they saw me in the hot tub alone. And then they were nice. They just pointed to the sign that says like all the hot tub rules, and I was like, shit.
Damn it! Now I've been foiled.
Yeah, and so
Like a
I actually
trading
went to the
card.
pool, and this pool is not like room temperature. It is cold as fuck, okay? And I was just in a hot tub, okay? It's like putting molten steel inside of liquid nitrogen. It's not gonna feel good.
No, I wouldn't presume so.
Yeah, and it was cold, like really cold, and I actually had to stay in the hotel room for the rest of like the next 5 hours that my mom was like out in the hospital because I was too cold to go anywhere. I had to keep warm in the bed sheets. And realistically, it's not as I said, it's not an interesting story, but it's a story.
Alright. Streaming now.
But it was still the best birthday I've had in a long time. So.
Let's
Wait
see.
a second. Did he start streaming late?
Hey, fuck off.
Seriously. Okay, now
It's
to
called
be fair,
it's called me being lazy.
Okay, now to be fair, I wasn't able to catch the entirety of Jaeger's intro because my thing didn't want to start up for a few seconds.
Yeah, and XSplit would also be like that anyways.
Don't worry. You can wait until his video goes up and copy it.
Yeah.
But mainly,
So-
I believe you guys can end up hopping into, or basically,
my universe for this?
fuck.
Yes, basically.
I have lost all train of
We'll
thought.
just
Clubhouse or something?
get all together in Canada and fuck each other's brains out.
Nah, I believe if you
Brilliant
search my
idea.
name on Twitch, you'll be able to actually see.
So, besides that,
Actually,
Um,
Slicer51
Rich,
should be
it's
it.
your turn for a story.
I mean, I don't really know what stories I can really tell.
Any story you like.
That's a thing. I don't really have a fucking story.
Well,
Oh, that's weird to hear myself talking. Shit.
Not empty yet.
let's see. Anyone else have a story?
Not right now.
Nothing that
really.
I can think of off the top of my head.
We came totally prepared for this.
Great.
Oh, of course.
5 minutes in,
Exactly.
we're already out of content.
No,
Yeah.
fuck you.
I mean, that's why I'm playing Cluster Truck, so fuck you.
Yeah, I'm currently playing Kerbal Space Program.
So, let's see.
Fuck, what's with the resolution right now?
What's a good story that I should tell? Oh, okay, so yesterday I got blood work done, right?
Yeah.
Well, it came to a surprise to me that I was going to get blood work done, and here's why. Literally the night before I got prescribed to go, like, get
This is not right.
my blood work done, I got fucking just annihilated. I got so high.
Why?
That
That's
sounds
my question.
like really unfortunate timing.
Henry,
Yeah.
I actually had to change it real quick because I realized the fucking goddamn resolution was wrong.
Somebody doesn't know how to stream correctly.
Fuck
Anyways.
you.
So, what I ended up having to do to remedy that situation is I chugged 6 liters of water in the span of like a day
That is
to attempt to get it out of my system.
Let me guess. You spent like five hours on the toilet trying to expel all that water.
Yeah. No, I did. It was a fun time. I mean, obviously
Jesus
I
Christ.
started.
Yeah, no,
And I think Connor's bad with the toilet.
Which config? Still up. Okay, cool. Alright, let's fucking do this.
So, that was a great time.
Fuck. Wait, what?
Am I just gonna like dominate this podcast? Because I do
Wait
have
a
a lot
second.
of stories.
That's the thing! I don't really have that many stories because I'm.
We haven't really established what this podcast is going to be about either. Maybe we
So-
should state.
Who killed you?
What this podcast episode is going to be about is just
Just basically like introducing.
introducing. It's so that's what the stories are for, is to introduce us as people. I do presume that this is going to be the regular like
People. Yeah.
people.
We might have Fire Nova guest star every so often, but
I doubt it.
yeah. Most of it is not entertaining on live.
Yeah. So, but so
God
that's
damn it.
what we're going to do. From that point on, though, it's going to be sort of different every week. We're going to be talking about different things, maybe something in the news.
You know, someone beat
Whatever.
us if we have a-
So that's why we call it the Further From God podcast. It's not just the people, but it's the fucking balls that we have, the gall that we have to talk about the things that we talk about in this podcast,
Damn it.
Yeah.
which is what I want to go for. Because I feel like there's so many podcasts out there that are
Just big old pussies.
limited, and there's so much like about just
Damn it.
ads and not doing what they claim to
Oh,
do.
fucker.
Yeah, I
So-
was trying to watch a stream of a game I
Just a
really wanted to like
just,
get into. Like, I wanted to know more about the competitive
Shit.
scene of the game I was trying to watch on the stream today, like literally today, and they never like half the time they didn't even show the game. Most of the time they just showed like these 3 idiots talking about the players. And
Hey, bouncy trucks.
Yeah.
it's really annoying. Nobody came to listen to you morons talk. They came to actually watch the friggin' game.
Ah.
True. So, but that's why this is good as a podcast.
I don't like bouncy trucks.
Well, it's good
I don't
to
like
mention.
it when my ship decides to randomly combust.
Anyways.
Damn it.
So,
Damn it.
let's see.
Oh, yeah, I had to levitate, don't I?
There was a
Shit.
time where I got so high that I asked a larger chick questions about her breasts. Sheer, like, simply because of their size.
Oh God. The real
Is
ladies
this the
there,
person I
aren't
think
ya?
you know? I think I know what you're talking about.
No.
Okay,
it was
good.
a work story.
Okay.
So it was interesting. I don't really remember what I asked, but I know like a week or so afterward we were talking about it, and she goes, yeah, so while you were doing that you just kept like asking me questions about my tits. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And she said, oh no, it's fine, I was actually kind of flattered. I was like, oh, well,
Well then.
good to know.
Yeah, whatever.
Besides that, let's see. What's another story I got?
How?
We can do a Never Have I Ever segment, because we've played that before in this.
1 second.
Yeah,
I-
we pretty much know everything there is to know about us, remember?
Okay. I need to bring up the first time that I ever got high.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I want to hear what that
Now I
experience
was
is like.
forced to do this. Like I willingly did it, but everything that I did while I was high was just forced upon me. And I found out the hard way that I tend to be really energetic when I'm high.
The trucks
High
have
on
been
what?
towed.
Just
I am life, buddy.
Like weed.
weed.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't cards like have like medical marijuana?
I don't know, but he was there.
But speaking of which, where the fuck is he? Like we haven't seen him in like months now. It's like
Okay,
is
not
he
a point for the podcast, because if he's
I
not
know.
going to be coming back, then there's no point in mentioning.
Yeah.
Anyways, Weege, high
Rest in
story.
peace. Oh shit.
So it started off.
Oh, fuck
Me
you.
and my friends are just chilling in the bedroom, just sitting there
Fuck
talking.
you, Henry.
I'm vaguely trying to flirt with
Oh,
someone.
and there they shrink. Oh boy.
For the first about 10 minutes, nothing kicked in. We were just sitting down, laughing, talking casually. But as soon as we left the room, because we hotboxed the room, the second we left the room, it just hit me.
Yeah, I know. What
I
that
started
feels like.
zoning like crazy. Now, while I'm zoning, I don't remember anything that happens. But, okay. So I'm walking down the staircase, and the next thing I know, I'm pacing back and forth in the kitchen, eating a piece of toast covered in peanut. I'm eating a peanut butter sandwich made out of 4 pieces of toast with peanut butter in between each slice, and absolutely drenched in peanut butter on top.
Sounds
I don't
like a
know
great,
how I
like,
got this, but I'm just eating this.
It
It's
sounds like
already-
great high food. Like, actually.
After a while, I zone out again, and I zone back into being up in the bedroom checking my phone while, like, caressing my friend's arm who's sitting right next to me.
Okay. So,
I look around, and the sandwich that I was eating not 5 minutes ago is in, like, a Burger King cup on the side of the room. My other friend sitting in his office chair picking on me on how I'm trying to flirt with someone over the phone. And the friend that I was caressing his arm is literally just sitting there, silent, just staring off into the distance, like he's having some sort of epiphany.
oh, actually. So, usually I have premonition dreams, right? Now,
Okay.
since I started my sleeping medication, I've actually had regular dreams. But they're still extremely vivid and lifelike, to the point where
Oh no.
I will wake up the next morning, as if
The
I
bar?
had
No.
actually, like, lived the dream. So, if I got, like... So, okay. say how most people like have a falling dream and they flail their arms when they're falling in the dream, right? Well, I'll wake up from a dream like that with like extreme arm fatigue, as if I had been flailing the entire time in my bed.
You might have been, as far as you know.
Exactly. So it's a very fearful thought when my dream is different and includes me literally getting shot in the arm. So
Why did the trucks have to explode?
So it's a great time. A great time was had by all. And
Nope. Ah, damn it.
Join the
for
club.
me, this is not a normal occurrence. So I had a dream. So let me give some reference. It was like out of a book, like a really good book, because it was extremely well
See
written.
the ends. I can
And-
see the end.
It was
Ah.
extremely well written. But so it's a dystopian future, and essentially like people don't care anymore, so they're reenacting sort of like child labor. If you're under the age of 18, then you can't like fend for yourself, and so you either have to be with a parent or serving someone in this like post-apocalypse. And so throughout
Alright,
the
what
fucking
drugs were you
thing-
taking that day?
Okay, so I actually like it was just my sleeping medicine, which is the weird thing to me. Because it's like my depression meds and my sleeping medicine. That's all I took.
Oh god! Oh damn it.
Let's see.
I think my broadcast just crashed.
Let's
Well,
see.
let's,
We're just going.
Yeah. XSplit's at least a little bit reliable.
Yeah. Let's see. What's another story I've got?
No, 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 don't turn back into— oh, you motherfucker truck.
Ooh. Let's see.
Mother trucker.
Um.
I may actually take a break and go get some dessert, because I had calzones earlier and they were delicious. Shit! Damn it.
Let's see.
Listen, why is it saying I'm? Wait, it says I'm still streaming even though I'm not streaming. What the fuck is going on?
I'm trying to think of something because I know I've done a lot of stuff.
Damn it.
Okay, y'all ask me a question and I'll see how I answer it. Because I can probably make a story out of like. Just
I mean-
a question.
What question will I even ask you?
Well,
Because any question I've already asked you before, you would already know the answer to.
yeah. Well, but I mean more so like about me. Like,
What questions can I ask?
well, that's true. You know, but I'm saying for purposes of the podcast. So, like, if we've had a conversation before and you thought it was like really interesting what my answer was, then that type question.
You mean like almost every conversation we've had?
Fair, but you know that's sort of the point. So just ask any question.
Oh god! Damn it. How's low grav on this level? No! Screw you, Henry! Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with my recording. It's done.
I'm playing Cluster Truck, that's what's happening.
Let's see.
And Henry's currently the only one who's watching, so he's the only one who's dictating what events I'm getting.
I'm not the only one watching, but I am the fastest at voting in chat.
Oh, whoever else is in here, I don't see them actually responding.
Oh, actually, maybe you.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Okay, can you look up Brotato Chips 3? Because it says I'm streaming on my end, but it doesn't say on my end. Like, I'm not actually streaming on my end.
I may pause it
And
here in a
also,
second.
it says what my last stream was, and I don't know why it's
Go
doing
back
that.
to the
Yeah.
This mountain
That's fine,
is
though.
not moving.
You do that, Henry. I'm currently going into focus. Damn it.
Same.
I didn't work out now, did it?
No. Neither is your stream, so.
Well, does it say there's like nothing too interesting? Just you have to get Swedish for some reason?
Yes.
Well, how do I change that? What the
I
fuck?
don't know. You have to
That's
change
why
it in the Switch
XSplit is
client.
pretty good.
I can't hear you from Phoenix. What?
I said that's why, like, you need to change it in the Twitch client.
Damn it.
The Twitch.
What's a good thing, like, that I should talk about?
You try to talk how certain movies nowadays are just reusing trope after trope and then try to make.
Well,
fun of the
okay,
trope.
but that's every point of media.
Let's
like,
talk about Infinity
what?
War. No.
Oh,
No.
okay, so
Wait,
Looks like
we have to do a huge spoiler
yeah,
warning.
that would be a huge
isn't
spoiler
possible.
warning, and for all the
Has
people
everyone
that-
here already seen it?
No.
all except for Weege. Weege, do you want to see it?
Probably not. No.
Okay, so we can talk about it with you here. Anyway.
Yep.
Okay, so massive
The end?
spoiler warning.
No!
Anyone interested at all in Infinity War Part 1? Which is, at the
Also
current
good.
moment, the most recent. This is dating this podcast. The most recent Marvel movie. So,
Who cares if
Mr.
we're
Stark, I don't
dating this
feel so good.
podcast? Yeah.
So,
Also, they could have resolved a lot of the events of that entire movie. They could have ended it really soon.
yeah,
But no, they had to make money.
yeah. I mean, they have to make a part 2
Really kidding.
apparently.
Yeah, it's
more
already
bouncy
been
trucks.
I felt like they didn't build like okay. So the ending conflict, as everybody knows, is like built on by Peter Quill.
Yeah.
So, but what, like, it doesn't make sense to me. If they had built it into his character from the beginning, maybe I would understand. But they just didn't. Like, I don't feel like that would be, especially if I was just seeing that movie first before
Yeah,
I
I'll be right
watched
back.
any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, seeing that movie first, I feel like I wouldn't understand a
You have failed this
fucking
planet
lick
before.
of why
And I won't ever again, Brainiac.
it would be like
You
that.
assume
I just
it is
wouldn't.
within your control.
Why he would do it.
Yeah. But realistically, Infinity War is literally a movie that is meant to be like basically just a payoff for loyal movie fans who actually took the time and effort to watch all the movies.
Yeah. Black Panther was a good movie
I have actually not
Like,
seen that one
on
yet.
its own. Well, then I'll just leave it at that.
I know it's a good movie, and I heard that it's mostly character driven rather than.
Alright, I'm back. We're in the conversation.
We were transitioning to different movies because I sort of exhausted what I was going to say.
Well, I have a couple issues with
Yeah.
This is for science.
with
Well-
how many times I could see the fucking end of it, just insight, and then now we gotta,
We gotta pad the runtime a little bit.
yeah.
I think we've already ran out of things to say now.
No.
Like, I mean, like, as in, like, for this certain one, just to get everyone caught up with who we are.
I guess so. Well, it's more so I've been talking a lot. So I'm trying to think of a good story of like something I've really done that was insane.
You mean get drunk?
Or high. Oh, okay.
You have done both.
My first time actually getting high and drunk was at the same time. So I got super crossfaded.
Oh, God.
So that created a blackout. And this is how I lost my or this is how my first, like one of my first phones got fucked up. So, I got super crossfaded to the point where even in my hangover, I was still feeling the effects.
Yeah.
And so, I am sitting on the toilet, really like feeling hungover. I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm crouched over, and I black out. I literally fall off of the toilet, ass poised upwards like a porno, phone into the toilet, and my neck perfectly positioned that if anyone actually opened the door at that point, they would have fucking killed me.
Oh God.
So,
Do you do
needless
so
to
with
say,
dignity?
I was
No,
very
I don't
grateful
think
to
that-
wake up.
Define dignity, sir.
I have none. Because I also have no shame, so therefore I have all dignity. So I'm very grateful that I didn't die.
Yeah, then you won't be able to tell that amazing story.
Yeah. And so this is actually the story that I wanted to tell, like to wrap up the podcast. We are also reaching just over 30 minutes. We can make it a 30-minute podcast, maybe hour long. Depends on how we feel. But so my phone obviously short-circuited. I woke up 2 hours later on the floor. I rolled over and I had I took 10 minutes just staying in that small bathroom to figure out
my line, Harley.
What the fuck happened?
where the fuck or how the fuck I got into that situation.
You don't even know. You don't want to know either though.
No, I wanted to know. I was like, Jesus, if this is how bad I get, I should probably not get that fucked up.
I fucking hate you, Henry.
You're welcome.
Double grab sucks. Double grab sucks. Especially in a level where I kinda had to jump.
Green arrow.
Let's see.
Fuck.
You know what we should do to end the podcast when we finally come around to doing so?
Hour-long podcasts usually do better. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't think I have the attention span.
well, it's not so the attention span, but especially like as our pilot episode, we don't seem to have so many stories as we.
I mean, you're talking to me. I don't have stories in general.
Yeah,
I have a few stories, but they're not stories.
I mean, the most I can tell is me almost throwing an entire
Yeah,
freaking
go.
desk at someone. Henry, I told you that
I
one
know the
before.
story. I know the story.
Do you want me to go ahead and go through it? Or no?
But I do have a story. So, my mind reacts like hyper quick. I am crazy with how fast my mind works. So, when there was a time where there was this guy who kept messing with my friend, right?
Yeah.
And I'm in high school, and I'm doing high school things, and I walk to the bathroom, and he's standing by the bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this is so realistic in my head that I was afraid that I was doing it. In my mind, it played out sort of like the Sherlock Holmes movies, but without slowing it down to show. So, in my mind, this dude's taller than me. So I literally take a running start, kick myself up off of the wall, and fucking Superman slam this dude in the side of the fucking temple.
Jesus Christ.
Like, that is how much I don't like the dude. And I'm very afraid when I come back because I think I've just done that and I'm going to be standing over an extremely bloody, unconscious person
Quiet enough for
with
you?
cameras fucking littering the school. And while he would have deserved it, I don't think I would deserve the fucking prison time, basically. So,
No, please don't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna move my mouse. If I move
Okay,
my mouse, this screws my game.
You know, one day we, like, if Fire Nova actually did join the stream, though,
what's up?
we could one day, like, imagine if all the stars align, where Zelda comes back and Fire Nova wants to join a stream, and Zelda would actually like to do a stream. Me, him, Fire Nova, and Weege could all, like, do a Borderlands 2 stream. That'd be fun.
That might work.
Wait a minute, I plan on actually keep running this, because honestly, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I'll
I got no
probably run
plans
some.
tomorrow
I'll
night.
probably end up running some games. So, fuck, I moved my mouse. I should know better not to do this.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of other stories I've got. Oh, so there is apparently a video circulating of me high as balls just on the phone with a friend of mine because she called me while I was fucked up at a party. And so there's a video of me literally just like talking on the phone, laughing my ass off at nothing. Like, she hasn't said a single word. I'm at the fucking front of a bed, basically, and I literally just picked up the call and
I don't know
started
what I've gotten
laughing.
myself into here.
Yeah.
Every day we stray further and further from God.
Yeah.
I mean, if we wanted to complete this, we'd be playing Cards Against Humanity. You know that.
We could.
Yeah. But I feel like we wouldn't be able to, like, talk about things because we'd be too busy laughing our asses off.
Yeah,
That's the glory of it.
yeah, we could do a multi-stream.
There wouldn't be really
It's
much of a
basically a
podcast.
Right.
Yeah,
Huh?
it wouldn't be too much of a podcast.
We could,
We can do a separate...
It's not too much of a podcast right now. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, it is. I've
Yeah,
been
it is a podcast.
giving
Yeah,
decent
definitely.
stories, I would say. The viewers are at least learning a lot about the people that's going to be making the content, such as this podcast, the
The people that's
Necropara
going to be
review.
making
Yeah,
the people that are going to be making the content that they probably aren't going to be watching.
Actually, I forget what
it's
this
fine.
is. Alright,
It's
they get
good.
wider.
so,
I think I know how we should all end this off, by the way.
such
Hmm.
as...
Playing I'm a Little Teacup with a Duck.
No.
I know, imagine how memorable that'll be,
fine.
though. Just like
No.
every
How about-
single
Um,
podcast ending, just
Since I am actually editing this, I'm actually going to write like a little bit of piano and have it at the beginning. And the end of the music at the end.
I can just imagine like some classical music playing in the background of like a few guys sitting in front of a fireplace just telling stories like this.
Yeah, stupid stories. Yeah.
Yeah, full SFM
Actually, wait.
animation.
If you find a, yeah, I was about to say, if you find a TF2 or map or something like that, you can make the SFM thing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I know of one. Anyways, let's see. What's another story I've got?
You know what? I thought Fat Tracks would be helpful in this level. It's not. Because in fact, it's killing the trucks.
Oh, so
You might want to
this
get
was
out.
actually, I don't know,
No.
Saying no.
I don't remember if, or I don't know if you remember this, Rich, but that guy that kept kicking you in the back,
Yeah.
and I stood up to him.
That's actually probably a long time ago.
Yeah. So it was, I think,
remember
like
that stuff.
freshman year, and Rich here and I, we go to the same school. We sat together, and there was this guy who would pass.
Oh,
by
I remember him now.
and every day would kick him right in the like bottom of his back.
Yeah, and doesn't he have like something where he, like something with his back where he really
Yeah.
shouldn't have had.
Spina bifida, yeah.
Spine
Yeah.
bifida, yeah. And so one day I literally like stand up to this dude and his group of friends, and I'm just like, okay, if you do that even just one more time to my fucking friend here, we're going to have a problem, and I promise you I will not hold back. And the rest of the year he doesn't do fucking jack. Because
Yeah, I would actually do the exact same.
Like-
Not gonna lie.
because like and you have to realize, like, compared to most people, I am a smaller person.
Yeah.
So to literally stop this dude in his tracks from doing, basically just being a dick like he wants to be,
Yeah.
I shut him down.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, time for my death.
Actually-
Time for World Laser.
I actually just remembered a story that happened like
Keep.
I
No.
think 3 years ago now.
Oh yeah?
It's not that interesting, just like my first story, but this story basically happened 3 years ago, and
well, I'm always moving
me and
forward.
my mom
Not
was
really-
me and my mom were going to the gas station to pick some stuff up. Like the gas station, like about
time I was 7.
around the corner from our house, basically. And when I got out of the car and I was heading towards the door, this old guy, like Colonel Sanders looking motherfucker, comes up to me and says, "Hey, you play football, right? You look like you play some football." And I like, internally, I was like, dude, I'm 300 pounds of pure muscle fat. I do not play football. But externally, like, no, I don't play football, and I don't really plan on doing so. But, And then he's like, you should play some football. And like, I went in like, okay, I gotta go do some stuff. And then apparently he went to go talk to my mother about that, because when I got back, he was like leaning over the car window talking to my mother about it, like the exact same things. And then when I went back into the car, basically, with all the stuff that we bought from, I bought from the gas station that my mom wanted me to buy.
Nope.
See, basically, my mom, like, he says, if you're looking for a job anytime soon, just call me up. I work at, like, a fishing boat place or something. I forgot what he actually works for, but whatever. Who gives a shit? And my mom had me write down his phone number in my phone, and then as soon as we got away from the gas station, we both had the idea of deleting it, because who the fuck are you? You're like 100-year-old looking skinny Colonel Sanders. Like, what do you want from a,
I'm the Colonel.
like, Jesus
I found a
Christ.
box of condoms.
Sweet, but dude, this is just, why?
Through the laser anuses.
Condoms.
Like, could you imagine how I would, like, do you imagine being in my shoes in that scenario? Like, just so confused? Like, this senile old man.
I have a story. So my beard's been growing in a bit wispy, right?
Yeah, I have the same thing.
It's gotten to the point where my grandfather literally asked when I was joining the Taliban.
That's your fan
Okay,
for you.
okay, I feel like your grandfather and my grandfather would get along just fine.
Yeah. Well, so, and that's why I have so many stories.
I think my grandfather also said that once before as well.
So,
Okay.
that's why I have so many stories, is because I was raised basically with no shame. It just isn't natural to
No
me to be
shame?
ashamed. Precisely. No, I fucking don't.
I carry a lot of shame.
Oh, there is someone else in here. Huh.
I carry a shit ton of shame.
Oh no, that's just the.
Land.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that
Anyway,
isn't
so,
a random. That's just the.
Read.
Yeah. Okay. What Aiden was saying reminded me completely of this one time. I'm just walking down the main street in my city, right? Heading to the ice cream place, And as I'm walking down, I'm stopped by this old dude who looks like a hobo on the curb. So he has quite possibly the worst list I can imagine, and I'm pretty sure he was actually mentally retarded, because out of nowhere he points towards this one building that helps fix vehicles and refuel trucks and stuff like that, and he's like, "That's my church. They tried to take me away from my church," and I'm like, "What?"
Green Arrow wins.
He had to take some brain damage somewhere.
Okay, I think he
Speaking
had
of-
a little too many like gas fumes there.
Speaking of
I'm
hobos,
just
though.
standing there, slowly backing
Really?
away, like, "Yeah, okay, cool.
Yes,
you can try
Rich,
and get your
really.
church back." And he's like, "That's my church. They can't take me away from my church. It's not their church." So I literally turned around and booked it.
Yeah, I would do the exact
Good idea.
same.
So, in case you guys didn't know, there's actually a guy, suing a Burger King franchisee because he was, like, the police were called on him because he's homeless, and they thought it was a fake bill. Well, because the police were called, that immediately triggered a violation on his probation, and he was, like, actually, he went to jail until February the next year.
Huh.
And so when he got out, because the Secret Service, like, said it was an eligible bill, and Burger King fucking kept the bill, he decided he's going to sue. And he's suing for something like $950,000.
That's a little much.
Is it?
I
From a
wonder.
corporate conglomerate that literally racially biased, and then it didn't give back a homeless person $10 fucking dollars?
Like seriously?
Like, it was quite literally just because of the way he looked, I guess. It's like, I don't understand how
Okay, I'm good.
that can still happen, especially with everyone seemingly in this day and age, like, promising that they're fucking better.
Yeah, I don't understand.
God, I can't believe it just happened to me. Alright. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, that was the thing.
Double grab on these type of levels is not usually fun.
Green Arrow wins.
Wait a second. You're streaming Cluster Truck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has been. And I've been fucking with him in chat.
Can,
That's why he's
can
been
I go
saying
to
he
his
can-
stretch? I want to fuck him
Gorilla
over.
nose
Yeah.
prints are unique.
Go ahead.
Slicer
Slicer
51.
51.
Can't just be fun
I am
and
doing
educational.
shit right now.
Begin.
Oh, okay. So let's see. How much time do we have? We're sitting happy about 50 minutes. Let's see. What's something else we can talk about for another 10 minutes?
Let's see a chocolate cookie right now.
I had chocolate chip pancakes this morning for breakfast.
Oh, good. Oh, good. There's good shit right there.
What? I wasn't paying attention.
Saying good shit right there.
I'm not even gonna go onto the entire reference, but eh.
Hey, that's some good shit. That's some good shit right there. Alright.
Why you wet soup?
Why are you wet soup?
Hey Jaeger.
Oh
So-
god, no. No, don't.
Baby like Deadpool. Just gonna throw that out there right now.
Oof. I kind of figured. The closer, or the more steps they could take
Damn it.
Oh my god.
that are similar but not the same is exactly what I expect from a Deadpool movie.
Yeah, dude, they
I mean, it's
like
goddamn
the
Deadpool.
joke drags on for like
Deadpool. Okay. There is a fucking joke in, like they have running gags in everything related.
Ah,
And
damn it!
if you guys haven't played Deadpool the video game,
I haven't, but I've been meaning to.
it's pretty fun.
I like how he can see the votes. On
Yeah, so I know what's coming. I'm kind of glad it's 1-for-1 on each,
on everything.
Yeah.
because I actually have a good chance of not getting the
Jaeger,
worst
why did
one
you
of
vote
them
for-
all.
Why did you vote for what you voted for?
Wait, what
I
do you
wonder
vote
if it'll
for?
let me
Green
change my
Arrow
bid.
wins.
Yes, it will.
Alright, so those bouncy trucks, good. I hate min. I know what min-max does. I will not
I
stand for min-max.
don't know what it does.
I will not tell you what it does.
Well, I
You
guess
don't
we're gonna
have
be
to
using
vote
it
for it
next
to
time.
see.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
I'm
we're
playing
in
cluster.
the-
I'm streaming cluster trucks, and I have the Twitch
We're
voting
screwing
up.
over his cluster truck
I'm
stream.
currently
Begin.
I'm currently streaming
Whoa, shit!
on while I do this.
Let's see.
For quite a while, I was just staring at my Centurion in the
Huh? I think I cleared this level.
Oh, okay. So speaking of For Honor, as a new player, I
Easiest
feel
level.
like for some reason, For Honor is like a great game for new players.
yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is that sets it apart, especially from like the entirety of like other fighting games. But it's so fucking just good. I can't describe why it's good for me. Because oh, that's a story.
Flying truck.
So I
I
smashed
mean,
my
never take a
chair.
story with you.
True.
Wait, what?
So I smashed my chair, right? So
Yeah.
okay, here's the story behind that. I got so
Bouncy
mad
trucks is kind of broken on this level.
at a duel in For Honor because I swear to God I parried it. Though obviously I seem to have not, or my chair wouldn't be broken. So, but it was like milliseconds difference, right?
Yeah.
And so I found that
Damn
I
it,
didn't
Claire.
parry it. I wanted to fucking. I was like, I wanted to die. I was close to killing, and I smash
Don't get any idea.
the fucking
Hate you. Hate you both.
I smash the my chair arm downwards.
Means I have to go a bit faster.
And so it crashes, and the inside mechanism that makes my chair arm adjustable
Green Arrow
literally explodes from the bottom side of the chair arm into like
Holy
30
shit.
different pieces
Oh no, this level sucks.
because that is how angry I get with For Honor. But I still constantly play it. I've only had it for like a few weeks, and I've
Welcome, by the
already
way.
got over 100 hours. Yes, it was gifted by Aiden here.
Yeah.
The starter edition.
Rotato Chip got your back, by the way.
begin.
Let's see.
Oh god, they have 2 Kenseis on their team.
Oof.
And an Orochi and a Choo Choo Train.
Well, let's find out if any of those are good.
Let's see if I can get past this without
Oh,
eating.
our team also has 2 Kenseis.
Fuck you, inverted does nothing for this level. Arrgh.
Oof.
Next world.
No, but it does something for the next one.
Nope. Oh wait, nope. Yet no. No.
Yeah, no, on my end, he's still on the last level.
Don't worry, it's moved on.
Yeah.
Why did I get joined? I usually get joined onto the losing team. I got joined onto the.
Damn it. Oh.
So, I actually do kind of want to talk about this. So, since this is going to be the pilot episode of a podcast, it is going to literally be the first thing like in a few months that I've uploaded to the channel that
Oh
this is
my
going to be
god,
on.
that's horrible.
And I wanted to talk about, I wanted to ask the regular viewer base or anyone that watches this what you guys want to see. I have a vast array of games. If y'all want me to play something, if y'all want me to make a review of something, I can always get some cash and get it.
No. Okay,
It's,
cool. Back to normal.
I want to know what you guys want to see. Because ultimately that's what I'm doing it
Damn it.
for. I'm not doing it for
The inverted
the
fucked me
money
up.
like fucking Pewd or someone. I'm
Yeah.
wanting
I
to
want
do
to
it.
get like a million, like people just all of a sudden pile into the thousands and then just start yelling at us for saying, "You called
Okay.
Pewd, like why did you just call Pewd? What the
Oh, I don't
fuck are you
fucking care. Exactly, and that's my point. I want to reach the
Go on the
viewer
challenge.
base that understands the challenge and what it really means. Because those are the people that I feel like would actually understand
Result for
my
Laser Trucks is chosen.
humor, my content, things like that.
Oh god, this stage.
So
Fuck.
that's why I wanted to, or that's why I want to make the content that I do. So reviews, I'm going to be extremely honest about them. I'm not
Yeah.
going to give everything a 7 or higher, even if it is a good game. Good for me is going to be like 8.5.
Yeah,
Like it has to be a really good game for me to enjoy.
yeah.
And
This is a pretty good game.
fuck off,
No sugarcoating, just
boys. I'm not
get the
going.
bullshit,
I'm,
just
like I'm
go
not
straight
doing
to
it. Exactly. I'm going to go fucking ham,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to
Thousand
spare any expense on it.
Are you
Oh,
going?
No. No.
Are you going
Okay,
to point
so-
out what you're going to be doing like anytime soon?
Like, what do you
But
Like, you said you're going to be doing reviews and everything like that, but like, what?
like what?
You said you're going to be doing reviews and playing what people ask, but do you have anything in mind in particular?
Slip through the crack.
Not exactly. Though I would like maybe fighting games because I've just been wanting to get into those recently. I've been playing a lot of For Honor. Speaking of which, for any that may ask in the comments, my current main is Kensei, but I'm getting better at Aramusha.
I can't
Yeah. Dude.
say about that though.
The current thing with you,
The
Jaeger,
joke flies over his head.
Oh, ooh,
Hey, do you like the laser trucks?
yes.
Shut the fuck up. Fly!
Let's see.
Fuck your
So-
laser trucks.
But I
Shit,
feel
they follow me
like
to the next level. Oh god.
You can get
I
more
feel
than
like
that.
I want to.
I have a bad feeling
Ultimately,
about this stage.
I don't have any sort of preference, and that's why I wanted to request.
That's why I had a bad feeling. Oh god.
Because if I do reviews of something that people really want to hear my opinion on, and yes, it is going to be opinion based, of course, then I want to do that. I want to be against the grain.
no.
yeah.
Also, keep in mind, I've never played a Zelda game.
I've played.
Oh no.
I
So,
think I've actually.
let's go
Oh,
ahead and ham fist the fuck out of those comments.
The first ever Legend of Zelda game I ever played, and I think it was like the only Legend of Zelda game I've actually like full blown played, was actually the Minish Cap on my Game Boy.
That's honestly not a bad one. I played it.
Yeah. I just personally just not very interested in Zelda, not gonna lie.
The only one I played to completion is actually Link Between Worlds, so
I've actually always wanted to try a Link to the Past.
Oh, also,
it's a
Since
good
I
it's a
am-
good thing. And if you play that, I would actually suggest
Link Between Worlds.
yeah, because it's basically the same maps.
thing, but with a little bit more interesting.
I would like to mention though, since I am talking in my reviews, the reviews that I'm doing,
Oh, since
I'm
gonna be
also going to
forced-
do a. I'm also
fucking
going to
min-max.
record and post the playthrough of the videos, so that you can see my experience and if it was different from yours, or if you think I'm just a bad player and that's why I'm not enjoying the game, then you can understand where my opinion is coming from.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to make the difference.
Nope.
That's
it
why
wasn't
I
broken.
want to do it, because there are people like Angry Video Game Nerd and Jim
Yeah.
Sterling where they don't actually
Oh, that's why I
explain
don't
their
like min-max,
experience.
because he uses my goddamn abilities without me. Yeah.
And so I'm like, I want to have the reason be felt.
Green arrow.
I want it to be communicated to those that actually want my opinion.
I only need
Yeah.
to press the W or
So
Okay, so I actually, this is gonna sound weird, but when I wanted to start YouTube,
Well, this is
I
gonna
wanted to
hurt.
just do whatever I
It's about
wanted
to
to
be
do,
a
so
wash
that way I'd
nightmare.
enjoy it and want to do more of
Say it
it.
was gonna hurt.
yeah.
Because that way, because if I don't enjoy it, what's the point of doing it anyway? I don't want to be a generic YouTube channel like Muzelf, or
Yeah.
because I don't want to just spam out videos that no one's going to, well, everyone's going to watch just because it's the latest hot trending game. Like,
Yeah. Fucking
Like-
fuck Fortnite.
yeah, fuck Fortnite.
Controversial bullshit that'll like get a fuck ton of hate, but fuck you haters, you watched to this point, so eat my cock.
Okay,
Fuck
cool. It's done.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
So
I have no vested interest.
And okay, so where my standpoint where I say like I want to do what I want to do, I'm not going to do what other people want me to do, is I'm going to like that actually stemmed from ever heard of Ant Venom?
yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually.
during his Escape the Puzzle Master playthrough, he basically says the exact same thing, like for like saying like he's basically saying that if you want to get started on YouTube, you should really do what you want to do, and that actually is what kind of inspired me, because I don't know, I guess back then I was just really easily inspired.
Interest
Well-
doesn't hinder me per se.
Actually,
At
I
some
do
point,
I do question something.
What?
How did games like Fortnite and that become popular in the first place?
Because Battle Royale is different from all the other first-person and third-person shooters for
It's
some
almost
reason.
like it started with DayZ.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, we never
it's
played. I never
because-
played these.
I feel like what it is it's because the
Community.
well
That was
it's not
unbelievable.
exactly that. What I think it is that it's the
Oh, boy.
variation of
This-
every game being different.
What's
But
treacherous as balls?
the reason why I don't like it, and
I'm already
here's
at the
exactly what I'm saying, like this is why I'm validating my opinion. I don't like it because I feel like there's not enough skill and too much variation. If I drop in one place and somebody else drops in the other, and they get like a legendary weapon and I get a silver, even if I'm a much better shot and I can fucking destroy them from God knows how far away, I'm still going to get
Hey, I'm on your team now.
destroyed
Relax, Barry.
because
Just a little hazy.
they ultimately got the
Oh
better
god,
pull.
this is all with Intrux, no!
Begin.
I love how they fall down.
They're completely useless! No! I can't actually complete this level anymore!
Anyways.
Fuck. Alright, I gotta wait
So-
for this to actually...
That is why I don't like Fortnite. And I think that's why I like For Honor so much, is
Because
because
it's actually like different
there
kind of.
is, well, it's not exactly that, but it's like, there is no loss that wasn't ultimately decided by something that I fucked up.
Yeah.
So... nice point in your stream. So, that's where I meet that, and I'm like, I can't enjoy this because
Oh god, this is really weird. I forgot that you can end up in... Oh,
because I can't enjoy just getting wrecked because I didn't drop somewhere. And even then, a drop doesn't guarantee. So it's like, what the fuck am I even doing?
Okay. One thing that really pisses me off about like Fortnite and PUBG is everyone's treating it like they're the first to do that.
No,
Yeah,
there was the
it's not
2002 movie Battle Royale. I want you cunts to go back and watch that. It's dubbed, it's originally in Japanese, and you just need to fucking watch it. Because it's like,
Oh, is that a boulder?
it is
That's a boulder.
great movie. I'm pretty sure it's not even the first Battle Royale movie, but it is one of the greater ones. And it's so fucking good.
Wait, when we go from battle royale games to battle royale movies?
Yeah. Fuck
That's
Hunger
my
Games, by the way. So,
Yeah, no, that. No.
yeah. So, the reason why I don't like Fortnite, but I like the Battle Royale movie, is because the Battle Royale movie had, like, subset rules. You were pushed out everyone was given a bag based on their high school scores, if I remember correctly. And they were told, you either go out fucked or you go out swinging, and you're forced to go in the order that we send you out in. And someone literally dies before the fucking Battle Royale starts. I want people to understand that there was genuine conflict and feeling behind it, even though the entire movie was, like, even in its namesake, essentially about senseless fucking murder for stupid reasons.
Oh, that's this.
So,
level is.
I want it to be understood.
How does one do this level? Oh, earthquake makes this impossible. Who am I kidding?
But
I'm not even to the bit where you are.
that's where I'm annoyed. Is because, like, I can't.
Oh, that is
There
a
is
tiny
no-
asshole.
Jumping out of
Hold
a
Can I?
For breaking Felicity's heart.
like a bus or a plane or something like that,
Oh,
it's
did they-
not okay. I don't understand that. I understand, like, making it not like the Battle Royale movie because obviously the first person's going to have an advantage, but I don't know. I feel like, actually, I just had a great idea
I wouldn't quit
for
your day job.
something that could make a Battle Royale game work for me.
What?
So, any game dev, if you're listening to this, indie, AAA, whatever the fuck you want to do, a Battle Royale game where the less hours you have, the earlier you go, would make sense. Because then it gets rid of the skill difference, because they get out earlier and they're able to find more things before they get absolutely fucking wrecked. Because the people that have more hours are going to know more of what they're doing. They're going to know more of, like, how they're going to be doing it. So the new people can get more hours, have some fun, camp out somewhere, whatever the fuck they want to do, without instantly getting wrecked by people that already, like, obviously know so much of what they're doing. That's what I want out of a Battle Royale game, because I feel like that would work.
This boulder is giving me hemorrhoids.
It's not a boulder, it's a rock!
It's
I
a boulder,
accidentally
damn it.
that.
My ancestors used to ride these babies for miles.
Miles!
Can I?
It's not
No.
just a
I
boulder.
think they actually-
It's a rock. It's a
The
rock.
stream's been going
No,
on.
I gotta cheat to that. Nope.
Let's see.
I'm pretty
So-
sure we've breached the hour mark.
We have
Yeah.
reached the hour mark. So,
I mean, I'm gonna continue with this either way.
yeah, everybody doing the streams, YouTube shit, plug your shit. Obviously, I don't need to because this is going to be my on my YouTube channel when it's edited. So Jägermeister TV on YouTube and on Twitch whenever I do decide to stream. I also might make a Discord if I actually grow
Oh,
a
no.
follower base, like a specific Discord for having fun and shit with viewers. So have fun with that, etc., etc. Everyone else, plug your shit.
And remember, we always drift further from God.
Yeah. And every
So,
Oh
every
yeah, we got it.
podcast-
damn.
No. We have to end every single podcast with that line. We always drift
Oh
further.
no! I have the perfect ending line for the podcast, and I'm going to use it right now since y'all don't seem to want to plug your shit. Fucking
Well,
My channel's crap.
you know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Deadshot.
every podcast we stray further and further from God.